Beth H is our next artist. It's actually Beth with 2 sticks, 5 stones. Her creations are made using a combination of exotic fibers, including cotton, rayon, wool, silk, and other fine yarns. Tweeds are hand blended with as many as 16 fiber strands at once. So I'm going to go ahead and pull Beth up. There she is. Beth, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and bring you up now. Let me start your video. There we go. How are you?
Good.
Good. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bug out and let you take over. It's all yours.
Okay, great.
There you go.
Let's see. You see me? Let's see here.
Nope, we can't now. We could a minute ago, but no, there you are.
You see me? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, great. All right, hi, I'm Beth from 2 Sticks, 5 Stones, and I'm going to be talking to you about my knitwear. So first of all, talk a lot about how I got started with my business and how I got my training. Well, my background is in architecture. I went to school for, I thought I wanted to become an architect, but eventually I hate the field and got out after working in a toxic work environment. I worked in an architecture firm and then an engineering firm, and it was just not what I wanted to do. So as far as I picked up knitting after I left the field, but I've been knitting for about 14, well, actually started when I was 14 years old, and then I've been knitting ever since. And after I lost my job, however, I picked it back up again, and eventually it led to a business. I started out making scarves, and it evolved to shawls, funky chic hats, beanies, and baby hats and fiber necklaces. So first of all, I'll show you what I've been working on right here. This is going to be a slouchy hat, and this one's using a variety of yarns. I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yarns, and then I use a lot of natural fibers and eco-friendly yarns for my different knits. So this one right here, these 2 yarns right here are made out of rayon. This one right here is like a cotton. And this one right here is merino wool. And this one right here is a blend of different cottons. So first of all, I'll show you a little bit how I knit with all these yarns. So these yarns are a little bit difficult for knitting because I'll show you the yarn. Comes like this. It can easily slide off the cone of yarn, so you have to be very careful when you're knitting. So first I'll show you how the knits and the rows. Right here. 1. So basically, you just have to keep all the yarns together and make sure they don't fall off the knitting needle. So go ahead and keep knitting. I'll show you. So basically, this is how it's done. So I did a setup of since I don't have an art fair this week, and I'll show you some of my different varieties of items I do. So let me switch the screen over. Let's see here. Switch the screen. Oh, here we go. Switch the screen. Okay. Now you should be able to see. So here's a sample of some of my work. This one right here is one of my shawls. And this right here are one of my latest funky chic fiber necklaces. This one right here is one of my latest designs. I would have had this at the art fair had I been there. I haven't displayed these yet at an art fair. And then
you have a question, if you don't mind.
Okay, sure.
Someone wants to know what size needles you use.
Oh, those right there were size 19 needles, But I go up, I can start the smallest needle I've used is about the size of like a sewing needle. I've used all the way up to 50. So it all depends on like what I'm working with. I'll show you right here. These right here are my fingerless gloves. So these were done like my smallest size needle. So just like these hats right here, my funky chic hats. Those were done with a finer needle. So I'll show you. My fingerless gloves are really popular all time of year. Gloves. And then I've got my headbands. Those are some of my latest ones. I'm making them extra wider now. And this one of my fiber necklaces right here with a headband. And this one right here is one of my shrugs. Put on the display piece right there. And some of my fiber stone necklaces. I'll show you more of those in a bit. And I've got more of my shawls. And a halter top. This is really nice, coming up for the summer. I'll show you the back of it. So that's the back of it. So what's nice about the halter tops that I make, those fit all the way from a small to a size large. It's nice and generous how I design them to be accommodating for all figures. So this one right here is one of my shawlettes. Most of these I've accented with a button on it. This one's made out of steel. And this one right here is one of my latest slouchy beanies, great for spring, summer. And I've got more of my headbands. This headband right here, I don't know if you can see it, I've got some sequins in there in one of the yarns. That makes it nice for dressing it up for a night on the town or just for casual wear. This one right here is a shawl that I have with a fringe on it with various yarns in it. You can see, I'll zoom it closer, you can see all the different yarns I use to make it. And then just right here, this is like how some of my yarn storage. I keep all my yarn in, different varieties of yarn. Then down here, I'll show you another one of my latest slouchy beanie hats. Those are really nice. You can see the combination of different textures in there. And then I'll show you more of my funky fiber necklaces. This is great. These can just throw on any way you like. And these are some of my latest beanie hats. So I'll show you this one, for example. All the different varieties of yarns in there. It's nice. It's not too heavyweight for the spring, summer. It's just the right weight. And then I'll show you right here. It's one of my latest vests I have. I'll be making more of the vest. And then I'll show you more of my fiber necklaces with stones. So these are like my signature designs. I mix them with semi-precious stones. Some with a lot I use of handmade glass beads. So these are really nice. These are really nice for jazzing up any outfit. And then I make the band with different varieties of yarns. And some of them even have actual beads incorporated in the yarns. And I also make stone bracelets as like my side hustle job. And then I was going to show you a few pictures of some of my customers wearing their let's see how do I switch back here. Switch camera. I'm going to go to share screen, and then I'm going to show you some of my let's see here. I'm trying to figure out how to share my screen. Share screen, photos. Let's see here. Cancel. Okay, can I figure out how to share my screen? Do you have any questions or anything?
Sorry. Yep. Okay. How long have you been doing this?
I've been knitting for probably about 20 years.
Who taught you how to knit?
My mom taught me how to knit, and she learned from a book called World Book. And so she taught me, and 'cause it's kind of hard for me to learn from a book, so she taught me everything.
Can you show, I would show, so a friend of mine got some of your gloves at the Royal Oak show last November.
Mhm.
Can you show some of your different, I know the fingerless are very popular
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, and all the different styles you have in gloves.
So I'll show you. So these are some of my gloves right here. And then right here, I'll show you. So I'll try these on. I used to make them shorter, and a lot of people requested that they want them longer. So the longer ones are actually still the best, because as opposed to the shorter ones. So these are great for typing and texting.
And what are those made of? Aren't they like super soft?
Yeah, it's like you use some cottons and some wools in them. These right here have a little wool in it, because these are the wool and lycra. Those are great for stretching, as far as allow flexibility to the glove in your hands.
Those are so cute.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can show you pictures of my I was going to show you share content. Let's see if I can share my screen.
So someone is asking, where do you get all your cool yarn? It's so unique.
Oh, I go lots of places for my yarns. I go to like yarn shops, or sometimes people tell me that, hey, I'm not knitting anymore. Do you want to buy the rest of my yarn that I have? So I'll go to like their house, for example, and pick up the yarn that they want to get rid of. There's a couple artists, they were discontinuing their fiber side of their business, so I bought the rest of their yarns up. So yeah, so I'm trying to see if I can show you pictures of, let's see, let me screen. Okay. Is there a way to easily show pictures of my screen?
There's a share screen option, but I don't know if it works on the phone or if it's more computer. It has to be the computer.
I see it on my I see the screen function. Okay, cannot find that. Any more questions?
No, but if you wanted to show some more of your hats, and you always look so darling in them. I don't know if you want to model some, or and I have to shout out to your mom, who I love.
Okay. So, I'm gonna try one on for you. Hold on.
Okay.
I got bad hair day, so I gotta step out of the screen.
Oh.
Okay, so this one is one of my latest beanies. So the Funky Chic hat, like this one, is like my signature style hat. So eventually, I mean, I still make them, but I want to eventually move out. I still make them, but I want to get make a different version of a funky hat. So this one right here. This one right here's got a lot of funky yarns incorporated in the top. You can see all the different yarns right there. And I'm gonna try another one on for you. This one's another one that great for summer, spring. And then I want to show you, I'll show you more. I'm wearing one of my fiber necklaces of stones in it. This one's got lava rock on, and I forgot the name of that stone right there, those two stones. But I like to color coordinate my stones with the fiber necklace. And this one, I accidentally with my funky yarns in it and leather in it. And I'll show you how. Different yarns in there. Then I'll show you my latest. These are my latest funky fiber necklaces. I've always made the fiber necklaces, but now I made them even more funkier. So this one I'll show you. It's great about that. Just put it on, turn it anywhere you like. And I'll show you.
What is the process for making the funky necklaces? Are they woven? Are they?
So these are crocheted, a technique of crocheted the base of it. And then I've got like a secret technique that I have for making it, so I can't share it with people. But that's a secret. I crocheted part of the base for it. So this one, I'll show you like part of the, this is like a little sneak peek, but you can move it. So these, so you see right here, these are like different variety of yarns I put in there. This one here, it looks like a fabric, but it's a yarn. And this one right here is one of my yarns that's got metallic in it. And then I'll show you this is one of my latest pieces right here, a vest. It's got some funky yarns in the trim in it. So these are great for spring, summer. And then what you see right here, I use like a lot of vintage buttons in my work. So these are different varieties of vintage buttons. And what's great about the vintage buttons is it saves it from getting thrown out. So I try to be as eco-friendly as possible. And some of these people are giving me the buttons.
So someone is asking the 2 sticks, 5 stones, what the 5 stones is in reference to?
5 stones has many meanings. I sometimes use stones in my buttons. I use stones in the fiber necklaces. Some of my necklaces do have 5 stones in it, and like my bracelets are made out of stones. I'm thinking about doing some wall art, incorporating the stones in it, so it's kind of like a tapestry. So that's on my next to-do list. So since I have a lot of time to do that now, I'll get around to that now. Any other questions?
So I'm obsessed with the halter top. Can you show
yeah.
that? Yeah, that's so cute.
Oh yeah. So that one, I forgot how many yarns I used in there. Yeah, this one is really, I used 2 different knit stitches with this one. The bottom of it is different from the top. Fringes. And then it's got the adjustable back to it. So I'll be making more of those coming up for shows. And then the mannequin I'll show you. You can see the mannequin's decoupaged. I actually decoupaged it myself. I bought a vintage mannequin, and then I decoupaged it all with thousands of little pieces of material. It took me several hours to do. And then I show you these a little early. So these are my latest headbands. Any other questions?
I think you need to model a headband.
Oh, I got bad. I liked you by having a bad hair too.
They're so cute though. I want to see it on.
You know what? You know what? Let me see if I can. I might be able to get a model. Hold on. Oh, I got a model coming to model the headband.
Tell people where they can find your work.
Oh yeah, you can find my work at Two Sticks. Let's see. 2sticks5stones.com. Trying to get the signage in the picture. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. 2 sticks, 5 stones. So I'm going to have someone model my work. So here's the headband.
Oh, very cute.
And you can wear it to the band in the front or in the back. And then also, if you don't want to wear it as a headband, you can wear it as a scarf. So those are my headbands. I showed you one earlier with the little sparklies in it. Does it show up on your screen, the sequins?
Yep.
Yeah. So those are my headbands. I'm trying to see, is there anything else I missed?
You always have so much inventory too. So
yeah, you know what? I was telling my mom, I said, because of this whole virus thing. It's like I have like enough inventory for like 2 or 3 booths.
You must spend a lot of time knitting.
Yeah, especially now since there's like really nothing to do.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, so everybody can find your work at twosticksfivestones.com.
Yep, or Instagram or Facebook.
And they follow under the same names, the 2 Sticks 5 Stones?
Yes.
Okay. So I highly encourage people to do that. You always are posting such beautiful work on your
Thank you.
Instagram that I've noticed. So you can always see her latest designs and things on there. And I know for a fact that, well, and I have one of your funky hats, which I love.
You do?
Yep. And I had friends that bought some of your gloves in the fall, and they absolutely just could not say enough about them. So everybody should check those out.
Definitely.
Yep. So anything else you want to cover quick before we?
Just go to my website and buy. Especially this time of year.
Right. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to go ahead